guys. So I told myself that I wouldn't come here and talk about, how these crazy, unhinged people are making comments and mocking the death of Charlie Kirk. And I had a change of thought. I just have to speak my mind and speak my truth and just get it out of my chest. And this is why I'm wearing this shirt because I am so over the disrespect. I'm so over the not people not having humanity, um, empathy of someone that actually not actually was assassinated, was shot on the neck, okay, that the whole world saw. And I don't understand why people are celebrating it. I don't know why people are mocking it. To me, you are pure evil. Evil. There's no way to describe it. You are evil people, and you need to look in yourself in the mirror and get down on your knees and pray. There's no need for that. Whether you knew him, like him, disagree with him, his point of views, no one deserved to get shot the way that Charlie Kirk got shot, okay? In front of his wife, his two children, and plus 3,000 students in that campus in Utah University. It's just crazy. And then people are just doing it, I don't know, to get clicks, to get likes. And I'm like saying, who are your parents? How your parents raise you not to have any compassion for someone that just died. A widower, excuse me, have lost her husband, Mrs. Eric Kirk. She's a widow. Don't you understand that? Their two children will never see their fathers again. And where is it? The lack of empathy is just beyond. And I'm disgusted by it. And you should be too. And this whole thing about Jimmy Kimmel, he got fired or suspended because the comment that he made. And a lot of people are questioning, should workers be disciplined on online comments? Yes. If you cheering and celebrating that a man got assassinated and got shot in the neck, and you're doing this at work, you should be fired. You should be reprimanded. I don't want to work with someone who celebrated another person's death. That's just crazy, and that is pure evil, okay? Pure evil. And students are celebrating that too. That makes me think, how is your household is? It's just unacceptable. So yes, I feel like people should be fired. Why you can't just do it in the own privacy of your home? Why do you have to celebrate it in public? Why you have to make a scene? Why you have to do it online? Like, people don't know this is 2025. It's not back in the 90s or in the late or in the 80s, okay? There's cameras everywhere. Technology is what's the word? Evolving, okay? People have their phones everywhere. So when you act a fool or when you make comments, disgusting comments about Charlie Kirk's death, people are going to post it on their social media platform to get likes and clicks and stuff like that, which is utterly disgusting to me because someone just died and we should all be united together and not celebrate someone's death. And I just want to show you a clipping of Jimmy Kimmel, what he said. A lot of people feel like he shouldn't have got fired, that he didn't really say anything bad. I was on a podcast before I hopped on onto mine, Secret Sam Services show, and you definitely should check it out. And we were talking about Jimmy Kimmel, like he has a right to have free speech and a right to say what he wants to say. Yes, everyone should have the right to speak their mind, speak their truth. But however, and I just want to make it very clear, however, there's consequences for your words, there's consequences for your action. So when you mock someone's death, when you are making fun of someone's life that they just passed and he hasn't even been buried yet, then there's going to be consequences. You can say what you want. No one's not saying that you should not have freedom, not have any free speech. You can say what you want. But when you say it publicly and you say it on your platform and your social media page outlet, there's going to be consequences. You will be fired. People are going to ban you, and you're going to lose sponsors and all that stuff. You're going to deal with the consequences. Say what you want, but think about the consequences. Think about the consequences. What you're going to say, what you do, and also there's a saying: you're going to reap what you sow. Okay, you're going to reap what you sow, because Charlie Kirk, he was a man of God. Okay, that is God's child. Okay, when you mock a man that died, excuse me, you're mocking Jesus, because Jesus died on the cross for all of our sins, for all of our transgression. So when you do that to him, to Charlie Kirk, you're doing it to Jesus as well. And some people don't even realize that, especially Christian people. They don't realize that. And it's absolutely wrong. And like I said, and I want to be very, very crystal clear, I'm not saying you should agree with Charlie Kirk, the things that he stands for, the things that he talk about, but not but. However, he didn't deserve that. Okay, I was like telling Sam on his podcast, a lot of stuff that Charlie Kirk said really resonated with me. For example, that men should pay on a first date, how you should save yourself for marriage, how you should learn the scriptures and things that he said that was very biblical, and things that I can definitely resonate, the things that he talked about and things that he say. And and after his assassination, I started to watch more videos of his podcast. I'm sorry, unless people are looking at it differently, I have not seen or witnessed any racial thing that man has said about a black person. None whatsoever. Okay, and then people are telling me there's clippings of him saying racist stuff about Michelle Obama, what's this other, Joy Reid and stuff like that. I haven't seen it. I told Sam, please send me the video entirety, or I will watch it myself. I haven't seen it, and a lot of people like to take bits and pieces out of people's videos and misscrew it at different contents, and it's not right. If he's not saying in his own words, then why even say it at all? Why would you say something about someone that they said something that they really didn't say? And I feel like with some people, they just don't want to hear the truth. You know what I mean? Like that movie, A Good Free Man, and I wish I would have showed it, the clipping of it, when Tom Cruise said, "I want the truth," and then Jack Nicholson said, "You can't handle the truth." And I had a video of it, and then I didn't. It's not there. You know what I mean? That's what it is. People don't want to know the truth. They'd rather hear lies. They'd rather have darkness surrounding them opposed to hearing the truth. And when people tell the truth and show facts, people get upset. They don't want to debate. They don't want to talk about it. They go around circles and talk about other stuff instead of talking about the main stuff that people are saying. It doesn't make any sense. It's just really crazy to me. People don't want to know the truth about anything. They just want to know their own lies and believe their own lies. This is why it's super important that we as people should fact check everything. Do your own research. Stop listening to other people saying about certain people, because that's very dangerous. A lot of people can be very brainwashed because people say certain things about someone, and when someone says it over again, the other person is going to resonate with that person and actually believe the lies that the person is saying about that individual, which is absolutely false. And that has to stop. The temperature got to cool down. And I hope and pray, after witnessing Charlie Kirk assassination, that people will put a pause and realize, we should all have freedom of speech. We should all have debates. We should all have our opinions and view our opinions and talk about it as human beings, rational human beings, discuss it as human beings without exerting violence into it. There's no need for it. And everyone is going to agree to disagree. That's the whole point. You listen to my stance, I listen to your stance, we listen to each other's perspective, and we meet in the middle. And if you can't meet in the middle, that's okay. Sayonara, goodbye. You talk again. That's it. It's that simple. But to think about violence and want to shoot someone, want to stab someone, it's totally ridiculous and ludicrous. But let me show you. Take a listen to Jimmy Kimmel, that joke that he made in regards to Charlie Kirk. Pardon me. So take a listen. Whoops, this is the wrong footage. Sorry, guys. There we go.
Desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's uncalled for. It's not necessary. A lot of people handle grief differently, okay? What do you expect the President Trump to do? To weep and cry in front of all the press reporters? You know what I mean? Obviously, we don't know how he feels. Obviously, he feels devastated and upset, especially with Erica Kirk losing her husband like that, and the whole world has lost Charlie Kirk and his friends and his family. But you don't know what he's feeling, and for Jimmy Kimmel to do that is really disgusting. And to be quite honest, the man will be okay. He's getting $16 million per year from the late night show. He will be okay. And I don't know why people are getting, and a lot of people are upset about it, saying they're taking away his free speech and stuff like that. Well, what? No one's not taking anyone's free speech. There's consequences for your words. Point blank, period. When you say things like that, deal with the consequences. What you reap, you will sow. Now, I want to show you another video of this boy in Texas University, how he mocked the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I'm thinking, and I was like, who are you? Like, why do you look so angry? Why are you mad that this man is dead? What did he do to you to make you act unhinged? Because right now, you look unhinged. Are you trying to get attention? Did your mommy and daddy didn't give you attention at home that you just act despicable? Because what he did was absolutely disgusting. But take a look of what this boy from University of Texas did. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's just disgusting. Why do that? Like you look angry. You look pathetic. And guess what? You're expelled, brother. I don't know his name, but he's expelled. Now you look like an ass, okay? You're expelled. And this video clipping is going to be on the social media forever, internet forever, okay? And I hope and pray that he repents and that Jesus will forgive his sin, because what he did was disgusting and despicable. Show you another one. Another girl from Texas University just, celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, and she got expelled too. Good for the university. I'm glad that some of the universities are taking a stance and say enough is enough. This is disgusting, okay? A man just died and you celebrating. Why you couldn't just do it at the privacy of your home? Why you have to do it out there? It's utterly disgusting. Take a look. Oh, wait. Not that. Oh, that is that. Sorry.
Yo, homie dead! Yo, homie dead! He got shot in the head! Yo, homie dead!
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Evil.
Evil is real.
Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. Why are you being so
Why are you
hateful?
so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back
Can
up,
you
please?
not
She's
put the
being-
camera in my
I'm
face?
sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well,
I don't want this. I said rest in peace.
I can
Just leave it alone. Please don't come after
Ma'am,
me.
you can.
I want to be left alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face, because I can tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
You're being
I
aggressive.
10 minutes ago,
You're being
and
aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice
You
is
are
very
being
calm. You're calling me aggressive because I'm a black woman.
Not at all.
No, we're not.
And her ass got arrested. Nice bump shot, by the way. Well, that's what you get. And no one doesn't feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You doing that, making a scene, being disrespectful, you're going to deal with the consequences. Now your ass is expelled, arrested, beautiful mugshot. Now that's there for life, okay? For life. So I just hope and pray that people realize, the things that you do, the things that you say, there's consequences for your action. And it's going to be in the website, well, online, forever, okay? And I don't care what anyone says, this is wrong. What's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. And I agree with this man. I've been telling people this whole week that there's evil people out there, okay? We are dealing with evil people. We are battling a spiritual warfare. I want to make that very clear to you guys. We are battling a spiritual warfare between good and evil. And there's a lot of evil people are celebrating, are happy that this man is dead. In which they need to look at themselves in the mirror and change some things about them. And I'm going to pray for each and one of them. I really am. Because clearly they're not thinking straight. They're not thinking straight at all. Because for someone, for anybody, to not have compassion, not have empathy, where's the humane? Where's the humane of this? I don't understand. I don't understand. And that has to change. It really does. And again, I just hope and pray that we can all come together, because at the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters. We all created by God's image. When you mock someone's death, you're mocking Jesus, because he's the one who died on the cross for our sins. And we cannot mock people's death. All you can say, my condolences, I'm so sorry that he's dead. That's what normal people should say. Not just, oh, yay, he's dead. No, my condolences. I am sorry for the Kirk's family. I will be praying for them. That's it. That's it. And if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Don't say it on your social media page. Don't record it. Don't make a spectacle of yourself, because when you do, you're going to pay the price. And a lot of people are paying the price for that, because what they're doing is despicable, disgusting, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching, for subscribing, and giving all the love of the Kirk's family and prayers and condolences. I really, really appreciate and love you guys so much. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time.